Hey, what's up, guys? It's your favorite entrepreneur and motivational speaker T. Smith. Today, I have an amazing opportunity to introduce you to you guys, somebody I have a tremendous amount of respect for. This brother now, we go back years since college, and since college, he's been really blazing a trail all over the United States. I'm excited about his impact and his influence that he's had in our community, in our fashion, in our entrepreneurship. And I just want to thank him for hopping on today. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce you guys to the creative genius, Mr. Delvenua. What's up, D? How you feeling today?
Yo, yo, yo. How's it going, world? How y'all doing today? Happy, Wednesday, hump day. Let's get it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, D, I just want to give a backstory real quick to our audience. Anybody that's watching this video, maybe some new entrepreneurs, they're ready to take some things to the next level. Just real quick, though, just talk about where you get started, how long you've been an entrepreneur, and, where did it all start at?
I've been an entrepreneur doing what I'm doing now, Kre8tive Jenius, which is a custom apparel and clothing brand. I help people's visions come to life. I started this about 3.5 years ago. Prior to this, I was working in the engineering field. And as you know, jobs only last so long, so I needed a plan B. So I dove into this, something that has been my passion for some time now. My mother actually got me started back when I was a sophomore in high school with the little iron-on prints and stuff. You know how they do, you got to cut them out, iron them on from Michael's. So I started that a long time ago, but I finally made a business out of it, put my heart into it, did the research, did the back study on how to properly print and do all types of designs and manufacturing of the shirts. So again, that was 3 years ago. Fast forward to today, I've had people wearing my clothing from members on Black Ink Crew. I've been seen all over the nation, and just trying to grow my brand some more. It's fun. It gives me an avenue to create and help other people create. And that's what my goal is, help other people get their ideas out and bring them to life. Because that's one of the core things of engineering. Everyone used to ask me, as an engineer, what is it that you do? And I said, I bring people's ideas to life. Anything that you can physically touch had to be designed and engineered at one point of stage in time. And that's what I did. So now I'm taking people's ideas and helping them get them out of their head, because that seems to be one of the biggest problems that most people have. They have an idea, but they don't know how to bring it to life. They're stuck here, they're stuck there. So now I'm taking my experiences and my gift and helping them by doing collaborative brainstorming, doing any type of consulting, things of that nature. And then when that item or thing becomes a real life product, the excitement and the amazement that you see on the customer's face is like pure joy. I remember I did my first shirt and someone said, yo, where did you get that from? And I'm like, I made it. That was like almost better than finding $100 on the street.
Nice. So real quick, I heard you say the creative genius. Tell me real quick, how did you come up with that name? I love it.
Kre8tive Jenius. For one, I'm very creative. I like anything that I see, I can put my own twist on it. As you see here, I got the Black Men Don't Cheat shirt. Of course, that was a thing, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm gonna wear how I feel. And that's what I do. So the creative side is just pretty much taking ideas or seeing ideas or anything that may influence me and adding my own touch to it. The genius part is part of the engineering, you know what I'm saying? That's bringing it to fruition, bringing it to life, making it an actual product. And there's so many ways that you can do that with your idea, whether it be from starting a business, making actual product, doing digital products. There's so many ways to get your ideas out. So in developing, I didn't want to go with the typical creative with the C and the genius with the G, because, there's other people that call themselves that. So I said, all right, how can I be different? Because that's what creativity is, being different. So I said, all right, let me use the K for creative and the J for genius. And then I put the 8 in there. But whole time, the K and the J in Kre8tive Jenius represents my mother's initials. So now the person that started me into this, you know, she's incorporated into my business, you know.
Nice.
So when I figured that out and I pieced it together, I said, you know what, I got a winner. I'm rocking with it.
Let's do it. Okay, so listen, let me ask you, you know, being an engineer and really being creative, how does that help you, and what's your definition of where entrepreneurship is going, right? Because we got a lot of businesses now that's online. You don't necessarily need the brick and mortar. A lot of businesses now are click and order. So what's your thoughts about the future of entrepreneurship?
I think it's a wave that everyone should join ASAP, because again, back when we were freshmen when Facebook first came out, I remember signing up with the college IDs. You know, we really weren't on the wave. Now look at it. Everyone across the world is on Facebook. So I believe this is a new wave that we're ahead of, that we can potentially put ourselves in position to hop on and carry us through, you know, through our next 4 or 5 generations, through our children's children. And of course, with today's society and generation, everyone wants everything quick and fast and easy. What other way to do it than internet? You know, you find something you like, you click it, you buy it. It's on the way 2 to 3 business days, if that. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
That's the route that everything is going. I mean, you see Amazon leading and the products. You see Uber leading in transportation. You see Airbnb leading in the real estate game, and they don't own anything. They don't have any overhead or anything like that. So drop shipping and going that route is the next wave. You know, finding a niche, finding a product, hopping onto it, learning it, and putting it out there in the market so you can sell it.
Okay, so you mentioned drop shipping. So if I'm a new entrepreneur and I want to get my t-shirt business off the ground and I'm kind of tight on cash, right? Can you just explain to us what type of process would that look like for me to really get this brand out there?
All right, so first you'll have to get to a website. And fortunately, I'm doing a deal on my websites. Normally I charge, you know, anywhere between $400, $500, but I'm doing a deal where I'm doing them half off for the first 20 people that are interested and want to get a website. So, you know, book your spots fast because they're going like ASAP. But you will need a website, and then you will have to find a distributor like Oberlo or AliExpress. Then you have to have the two talk to each other. Once the two talk to each other, you find a product that you may think is a good seller, or even something that you want to create on your own. They have third-party t-shirt designers that you can link up with, and you just send them your design. They print it, they press it, they do all of the manufacturing, and then they send it out to your customer. So your customer will then click on your website, purchase the shirt, the order gets sent to the third party person. They do what they need to do. You can send the third party person your logo, and they put it on the actual mailing package. And then from there, they ship it to your customer. So all you're doing is just giving your customer an avenue. You're not creating anything. You don't have any overhead. You don't have any product in house. So it saves on inventory space. It saves on wasted inventory, because I'm in my office right now, and I can show you guys like the many of t-shirts that I used to use when I started off. But now, since I went to the drop shipping, it's a lot easier for me, because now I don't have to hold inventory. Now I use these t-shirts just for mock-up stuff that I want to play around with. Like if I'm going somewhere later on today, I say, yo, I'm gonna, you know, make me a shirt real quick. You know, I only wear my own stuff. That was another reason why I started my brand. I always wanted to create something of my own that I can be proud of. So with drop shipping, it gives you that avenue. It gives you access to so much. I mean, anything that can be sold is in the form of drop shipping. So get your hands in the game quick before it gets, you know, too oversaturated, and you'll be amongst millions trying to sell umbrellas or something. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's doable, but now your competition has risen a lot higher. So now you got to find a way to compete within that saturated market.
So it sounds as though you're saying for less than $250 or less, we can create a full-time business, developing a brand that has the possibility to go global.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Possibility go global. I know a few websites that do drop shipping, and I was one of the guys are my mentor, and he was mentioning that he made $1 million. Right now, it blew my mind. He made $1 million in a year selling umbrellas that were reversible, bro. I'm like, as a person, I'm not finna buy no reversible umbrella. So who is he selling these umbrellas to? You know what I'm saying? But it's people out here that buy all type of knickknacks, all type of gifts for their parents, their grandparents, their kids, teachers, you know, all type of stuff. I was watching what was it? Shark Tank, and one of the companies came over on there and they sent messages. They sent messages on a potato, bro.
Wow.
Are you serious? And they were making millions of dollars a year sending messages on a potato. So it ain't about the product itself. It's about finding a niche and catering to a market.
Man, and I love that you said that, because having the right target audience and the right niche, because I believe niches create riches.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, everybody is shifting online. Women are starting online boutiques, T-shirts, right? Selling hair, selling products, hats. And I think that's where the wave is definitely going. So, you know, outside of the drop shipping and the Shopify, what are the business ventures that you're in? Because I believe that you are a multiple streams of income, you know, individual. So what other things are you working on as far as being a serial entrepreneur?
I got my drop shipping website, which is www.kre8tivejenius1.com. I'll give you guys the link and stuff as soon as this is over with. I also build websites for people, mainly for startup businesses or anyone that's interested in starting up. I build websites for them, very basic, very simple, something that can get them out there and get them known for a very low rate. You know, most people you'll see out here charging $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for websites. You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it if you're looking at an investment. You know, some people are like, hey, I'll pay the $5,000 if it's gonna bring me $100,000 in 6 months. You know, that's nothing. So I wanted to help the people that are starting up, that don't have the capital, that don't have the opportunity to get a business loan or anything like that, and provide them a service where they can build a brand, build a product, and get it known globally, like you stated earlier. So I do that, as well as I go around to schools teaching kids, you know, how to design shirts.
Nice.
Another thing that I'm really passionate about is helping people. So I've noticed that in the school industry, kids get picked on because of their fashion. You don't have, you know, Dolce & Gabbana. You don't have Givenchy. You have, what is it, Givenchy? I don't know. I don't wear it. You don't wear the Prada. You don't wear all of this stuff that is named brand. You know, maybe they come from a single parent home like I did, and my mother couldn't afford that stuff. I mean, I got my first Sean John shirt, in 2002. And I went to Kenwood, bro. Kenwood was a fashion show. You know what I'm saying? So I got my first Fat Farm Sean John shirt 2002. Before then, I was wearing, no offense, but Paco and shit like
Paco,
that.
remember Paco?
Yeah. You know, I was wearing stuff like that. So my mother, she couldn't really afford the name brand clothes. So I'm giving kids, or even adults, teenagers, an avenue for one to be creative and create your own stuff. It ain't no better feeling than wearing your own product. Like, you don't understand when people start asking you, where did you get that from? Who did that? You know, that's dope. That's amazing. How can I get one? That is one of the best feelings in the world. So I go to schools, after schools programs, and I show them how they can possibly do that. I bring my machine, I bring the raw material, and we sit there and we bring their designs to life. I have the kids come up with the saying or whatever is on their mind. And I say, look, whatever is on your mind, write it down. We can transfer it and then make it wearable. So you start it in the brain, you speak it out, you put it on paper, you make a product, and now, boom, you're done.
Okay.
So I got that. And then, you know, I also, I got so many other avenues that I'm working on, you know, network marketing. I travel, I do that as well. But yeah, those are my main two. Of course, my regular steady job as an engineer, because again, being an entrepreneur is great and A1, and that's the ultimate goal down the line, to be a entrepreneur at one site, you know what I'm saying? But you need the capital and the funding. So I'm not saying, hey, quit your job tomorrow, become an entrepreneur, because then you're going to try to shoot yourself in the head, because you're like, man, Delvin told me to do this. Now I'm broke.
Absolutely.
Now I'm broke. No, but you use your job to fund and vehicle your business. And then once your business can sustain on its own, that's when you're able to, okay, be able to walk away from your job and then run your business full time. But you definitely would need your job to at least fund whatever it is that you're doing, whatever business opportunity that you may come across. So don't quit right away. It's gonna take maybe a year, maybe 2 years, but if you're blessed, you may hit it within 6 months. Who knows? But so I got my regular job. I do the t-shirts. I help the kids out, and many other things.
So D, I want to ask you, considering that people can be full-time employees, what type of time commitment do they have to put in this, to grow this business part-time? Is it something they got to do 40, 80 hours a week, or is it something they can do in their spare time?
It is definitely something you can do in your spare time, but again, the more you put into it, the more you get out. That's with anything. I'm big on entrepreneurship. Again, I'm not advising anyone to quit their jobs, but I look at going to work as you're building someone else's dream. You're putting in 40, 60, 80 hours, 120 hours to build someone else's dream. That's not your dream, even though it's an avenue to help you get through life, but put that same energy towards your stuff. Now, I'm not saying time, but the same energy towards your own things. You may not have the allotted time because you're working 10 hours, but that same energy that you wake up with and like, yo, I gotta go to work in order for me to eat. I gotta go to work in order for me to put a shelter over my head. Put that same energy towards your own stuff. I gotta push my business in order to feed my family. I gotta push my business in order to have long-term wealth. I gotta push my business so I can have freedom of time. You know what I'm saying? Residual income, things of that nature. Give that same energy to your business as you do your job.
Nice. Okay. And just to close out, D, what type of advice would you give future entrepreneurs just starting out, excited, and maybe just be afraid a little bit too? Because, we are going to be honest today that entrepreneurship can be scary. So what type of advice would you give an entrepreneur that's looking to start today?
All right. Now, I tell this to all my students or the people that I'm working with. Fail. That's the number one thing. Fail. Because failure is the greatest teacher of all time. Failure will always be the greatest teacher as long as you're learning from it. But if you keep failing and doing the same stuff over and over, then it's a no-go. But fail. I mean, if you look at my first product that I've ever done, and I got pictures on my Instagram, my first shirt it said established in '85, which was the year I was born. Ain't nothing big about that. But now I'm doing stuff like this. I'll show you. Hold on. I got stuff like this that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Glittered out with my name in it. Impressions. I got all types of stuff. I got book bags that I do for the kids. I had to fail and learn. Okay, what can I do differently? What did I do wrong? Maybe the temperature that I was pressing the shirt was not long enough. Maybe the material that I was using doesn't sustain with cotton material. So it's a lot of research and stuff that you have to do. But fail, if you are afraid, I always look at it like that. If like this, if it's not gonna harm your family or kill you, don't be afraid of it at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. Go out there and do it. And if you mess up, that's good. At least you tried. Because you messed up, you're way ahead of anybody else that's not trying at all. Because now you know what you got to do to make it better. Now you know what you got to do to improve what you did wrong in the first place. And then you're going to get to a point and you're gonna mess up again. But now you're growing. That's called growth. Every time you grow keep going up the ladder, you get better. You get better and better. Like, I'm learning stuff to this day. You know what I'm saying? I mess up. I'm like, oh, dang, I messed up on this. Okay, well, now let me try it differently. And it works. But I would have never known that if I failed. I was always told you would never know what success feels like if you never fail. You can be successful, but you may not know what success feels like if you never, ever fail. So that's what I tell all entrepreneurs. Don't be afraid. Go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? Heck, it's almost like if you jumping in the pool, you see all your people in the pool and you scared, you doing a toe tapping dance like, oh man, this is cold. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not finna hop in. But once you hop straight in, you just go all in, you realize, man, that wasn't bad at all. You know, your body get used to the water. Now you're out there having fun with everybody else. So that's my advice. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid and fail. Fail at all costs. You know what I'm saying? That means the more you fail, the more you're trying, the more you're doing something different, the more you're learning, the more you're growing. So just keep going and don't let failure hold you back, because everyone fails. Freaking Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, you name it, all of the multi-billion-dollar companies, they all fail. You think Walmart became Walmart as soon as it started? Hell no.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't start off being a Walmart superstore. No. So again, to reiterate and put it into your brains, fail. And don't be afraid. And that's what I have to say to all of the entrepreneurs that want to start anything. Go for it.
Let's do it. So D, listen, how can somebody find you? Like, you know, you did an amazing job. You're in a community. How can somebody come find you and get your services?
All right. So again, give me 1 second. So I got these pluggers. I don't know if you can see them. But that's my Instagram, that's my website, and that's my Facebook. And then you can follow me. I follow back. I do shout outs. I do all types of stuff, man. Again, my thing, my goal is to help the community, help everyone. Because once you build your environment up around you, if everyone is successful by law of attraction, by adaptation, which all humans adapt, you're going to adapt to those successful people. So why not build up everyone around you to become successful? That way you have no other choice but to become successful.
Nice.
So again, my website is www.Kre8tive, the number 8, TIVEJENIUS, and the number 1.com. You can see some of my products on there. Some stuff I have on there, some stuff I don't. The stuff that I don't have on there is on my Instagram, and I can't put it on my website due to copyright reasons. But if you want it, if you want it, just hit me up, send me a message. I'll make you whatever you want. Even if you got ideas. I mean, Tim, how many shirts you got from me? You say, yo, bro, I got an idea. I want this on the shirt.
Yes.
We boomed it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I'm here to help people.
Okay. Thank you so much, dear. I want to just thank you for taking your time out today. Amazing, amazing value. I can't wait to work with you in 2020. And I know a lot of students is going to have a lot of success from the Kre8tive Jenius. So I want to thank you, brother. And we appreciate you for hopping on today and sharing those nuggets.
All right, we appreciate it, man. Hey, again, first 20 people, if you want a website, hit me up. I'm doing them off, half off. Shoot me a message, email, contact me through Tim. However you want to do it, just get in contact with me. The spots are filling up quick. Just hit me up and I piece together your website. So again, I appreciate it, bro. Take care, man. Love.
Bro, let's do it.
Yes, sir.